I'm not going to lie to you. I think Luke Campbell's okay. He's a good fighter. But like y'all said, we've seen that before. Some of these other guys that Lomachenko has fought, damn it, they ain't worth being seen, okay? But we've seen them because Lomachenko is that dude. Is there a guy out there, and again, I'll talk to Max about this later, but is there a guy out there that should be in the ring with Lomachenko that we haven't seen that you believe belongs in the ring with him and could give everybody their money's worth with this guy?
Well, I think first things first. Saturday night, Luke Campbell, even though on paper it looks like Loma has the advantage, and he does, right. Let's see if he could pull it off in Luke Campbell's home country. That being said, we have, obviously another title fight, or one other title, and Richard Comey getting ready to fight Teofimo Lopez. I would like to see Lomachenko try to unify the 135-pound division. That being said, I would love to see Loma go down to 130 and deal with the likes of a Gervonta Davis, a Miguel Burchell, a Tevin Farmer, those types of people, a Jamel Herring. That's when I think the icing will be on the cake, and you'll be able to say once and for all that Lomachenko's an all-time great.
Dre, when you say those kind of people, but what we're really getting at is, and you and I are broadcast partners. You do the weigh-in on Max Unboxing. We host the fights together on ESPN. We worked on HBO ringside together. When we're in fighter meetings and a special fighter comes in, and Andre Ward comes in, I say, Dre, who out there do you see that's like you when the dust settles? Who do you think's going to be there? I like Tevin Farmer a lot, had him on the show like a lot of the fighters you just mentioned. But the dude who looks different is Tank Davis to me. Do you agree? Is Tank the guy when Gervonta Davis, when the dust settles, is going to be the super fight opponent because he's just in the winner's bracket? Or is it someone else?
It's highly likely. I mean, that's probably the biggest name in that division. But here's the thing, or the issue that I have with Tank Davis, and I know they won't like this, but this is the truth. These are the facts. We don't really know how good Tank Davis is based on the level of competition that he's fought. You can say that I'm old school. You can tag me with that, but you don't get to reinvent the wheel. If you want to be an all-time great, I'm not talking about Twitter followers. I'm not talking about Instagram followers. We need to see you up against another equal or somebody close to you, not the same looking type of guys, not regular guys, but guys that are real threats. Make those kind of fights and then beat those guys. And then you know what? Do it again and then do it again. Then you can start to feel like he's the guy in the division. Until that happens, Max, that's just on paper. Any one of those guys that I named at 130 has the opportunity to have a night against Lomachenko. Not saying they'll do it, but they have the opportunity.
Dre and Max, that's why I asked the question, because the name that kept coming to my mind was Gervonta Davis, because I want to see that fight.
I knew that's where you were going, too.
That's exactly where I was going. But I want to ask you this. Is that fight, has Lomachenko been devoid of that kind of fight? Is it politics, or is there actually guys running from this dude because he's been so magnificent? I saw him make a Nicholas Waters quit, for crying out loud. Quit!